Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Zoop, 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 zoop. Just about done with work for the day. Nice. Studying for finals. I look different. Yeah, you know, I've been working on myself. I'm trying out some, You're alive? I'm alive. How's T? T's great, man. What's up, Austin? Yo, what's up, Boldor? Oh, it's an explanation on why I haven't been live. I've been cooking. I've been cooking something. I've been cooking. Where's the bathtub at? So I got a bathroom back there, but it's just got a shower. The bathtubs are upstairs, man. Why? What are we doing with the bathtubs? Tyler's been spamming Expedition 33. Dude, I need to play that game. I want to stream it, but it's like one of those games where it's like, it's going to take, you know, fucking 50 hours, and that shit is hard to stream that much, man. Love the new beard. Dude, it's kind of starting to come in. Like, I got to just fill in like this part and then we're good. It's been working, but like, you can't see it because for some reason, like, the goatee hairs are blonde, man. God damn, y'all are fucking popping off. What's up, guys? Do I lift? Yes, 4 times a week. I've been working on getting the abs back. I got four. I'm trying to get the last, like, I was blonde when I was a kid, but like, as I've gotten older, like, you know, I mean, you can see my shit is, you know, my shit is brown now. What's up, Astro? Bottom 2 is always a struggle. Yeah, I think I'm probably, if I had to gauge it, I'm probably like 14% body fat right now. I'm trying to get to like 12, then I can see the abs. So we'll see. So I got a short stream going on too. Are any of you guys watching like the vertical stream? I'm curious. Streamlabs just pushed out an update today where you can stream horizontal and vertical at the same time on YouTube. So I'm streaming to Twitch horizontally, I'm streaming to YouTube horizontally, and I'm streaming to vertical horizontally. So I'm testing it out to see how it is. Gym weight loss tutorial stream. Hey, if you guys have questions, I can answer them. Naturally athletic. I'm like naturally like skinny, and I not like skinny, like I weigh like, I'm 6 foot, I weigh like 175 right now at like, you know, 14% body fat. So 14% at 175, so we'll call it 17, we'll call it like 22 pounds of my body is fat, and the rest is lean tissue. Watching on vertical, nice. Yeah, let me know how like the vertical thing is going. Kind of interesting. But they're like 2 separate streams. So we have like right now 67 people on the YouTube horizontal. We have 9 on the YouTube vertical. And then Twitch, we have 10. It's more for like, the vertical is more for like discoverability versus like your subscribers watching. I feel like, how's the baby? How old is she now? Mine turned 3 a few weeks back. My daughter turns 5 next month, and my son just turned 3 in February. My name is Nino. I want to say thank you guys for the moments you brought me throughout my entire life. I'm 20, growing up watching you guys as friends just play games. Hey, thanks for watching though. I was like a lot of you guys is like dads. Of course I remember the Christmas morning boredom. I watch it every year, man. It's a tradition. The Incubus Drive cover. Didn't know about the son? Yep, he's 3, dude. It's crazy. I think T was always skinny. Tyler and I have always been kind of, yeah, that like kind of body type. Kind of tall, kind of, you know, naturally skinny. You're my dad and I'm 18. You miss the fact I'm a parent now? Yeah, I've been a parent for 5 years. It's crazy. My 10-year wedding anniversary is next year. More like an older brother. How tall is Tyler? Like 5'10"? Switch 2 sales sold out. I gotta try again in May. Dude, so you should look up, go on Twitter and look up like tracker accounts and then like follow them and turn on notifications, and they will like tweet out as soon as like Switch 2s go live somewhere, like on Best Buy, Walmart, or Target, or GameStop. Because they're doing restocks. So I follow this one, it's called like Restock Trader or something, and they tweeted out like this weekend, I think, like on Saturday or something, maybe Friday, that Walmart was back in stock. So I got one for Red Falcon. I got one for Tyler. And I tried to get another one for myself, but they wouldn't let me. So that came in clutch. Like Walmart pre-orders this week, they were up for like 12 hours, and it was not very hard to get one. Like I said, I got 2 of them, and I couldn't get any more. So yeah, follow that account if you guys are trying to get a Switch 2. I feel so old since you just said your wedding anniversary was next year and I turned 18 on the 16th. What's up, John? Life's good, gamer. Any tips on how to think about your career? Just think about your skills and your passions, man, and then figure out like what kind of job could you get that would like, you know, utilize those properly. What's up, Speedy? Glad you enjoyed the Mario Party stuff. GameStop in person. I probably could have gotten to GameStop because I don't think most GameStop locations got like 100 consoles between like the base console and then the bundle. I probably could have walked into my GameStop and got one. What's up, Kitsune? Glad you enjoyed the vids. Mario Party 4W. Miss you, boys. Hope you're doing great. Mario Party 4 is my all-time favorite. Tyler's doing. Nobody asked on how they're doing. People ask every time, man. Multiple times. Tyler's doing good. 100 men versus a gorilla. The gorilla, like, there's... You guys don't realize how strong a gorilla is. Like, gorillas are like 100 times stronger than people. Like, a gorilla could fucking pick you up and just toss you aside. And then if they do the ultimate spin attack, like, you know, Donkey Kong style, you're done. Just men, like, with their bare hands, can't do anything to a gorilla. You got a stream playlist? I do, actually. I think the only animal that can defeat a gorilla is probably, like, a rhino or, like, an elephant. Because they have extremely, like, tough, you know, they have, like, fucking armor. Like, a gorilla biting a rhino is probably not going to do shit. Polar bears? I think a gorilla would destroy a polar bear. I don't know. Polar bears are pretty insane. Yeah, I'm going to stream the new Mario Kart. What camera lens do I got? I have a Sony A6400 with a Sigma 1.4 16mm. Grizzly versus a silverback. I think a gorilla could probably beat a grizzly. Dude, I've seen a lot of people rewatching Mario Party 9 because the Runaway guys are doing it. What about a lion? Nah. Sonic Shadow Generations? Probably not. How are we doing, chat? We're just chatting. I'm testing out this streaming stuff, making sure it's working. I did get an error when I went live, and then it didn't say that I was actually live, but I am live, so that's kind of weird. Like right now, Streamlabs says I'm offline. So I'm gonna have to report that one. What's up, Kanye? John is a G at that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got a Switch 2. It'll be here. It says June 5th, which doesn't it come out like June 6th? One for vertical, one for horizontal. Nice. Definitely offline. Yeah, all of these chats are fake. What's the latency like, guys? Like somebody, all right, type 1 in chat as soon as you hear me, all right? 1. Okay, that's like pretty, it's like a couple seconds, not bad. Nice. Nice. All right, sick. Very little latency. I think I did the ultra low. Streamer cast wall of 1. It releases June 5th. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was the 6th for some reason. Maybe because June is the 6th month. Send me the stream playlist is so good. Oh, you were talking about that. Yeah, here you go. This one was uploaded a month ago, so it's kind of a new one. Lost Levels LP. I'm cooking up some stuff, guys. There's about to be a revival. It's a test stream, but I thought I would just test and like chat with you guys for a bit. There's a revival. It's not a WLTP revival. What is it? It is a revival. Do I travel much? I've been traveling like a good bit for work, but this year, like with tariffs and stuff, we have to like tighten shit up a little bit. So I'm not traveling as much this year, but I'm still gonna go to TwitchCon and stuff. Yes, Syrup, I need to get back to you. No, Rick might be onto something. Yo, Sugar, thank you for the 56 months. A WLTP revival I don't think will ever happen. I think Tyson and Spencer kind of made it pretty clear that they like don't have enough time, and I think they're kind of just enjoying like living life offline, you know what I mean? What's up, Blackheart? How's my job been? It hasn't been like super busy lately, but we're cooking up some stuff in the job that's going to help creators a lot. So once that launches, I think things will get pretty busy for me. Announce a WLTP revival on April 1st. Yeah, that would be too cruel, I think. What's up, Star? Glad you joined the stream, guys. The era of WLTP is not a thing anymore, both from the people involved and the fact that Let's Plays as they were are dead. Yeah, I mean, the videos that Tyler and I did when we came back for like a short while, those were definitely more like meta and stuff. I think Tyler and I could have been successful again with YouTube, but I think Tyler's too busy with Sam. Mario Kart World stream with T and the boys? Perhaps. What's up, Salty? Finally got a PC. Tried newer Super Mario Bros. Oh, nice. The attention span's gone. I don't know. I think the attention span's kind of coming back. Like if you're on YouTube now, like there's so many videos that are like, you know, 30 minutes to like an hour long that do really well. Like it seems like people on YouTube are enjoying watching like longer content again. Granted, it's like, you know, edited content. Like, I don't think you could do a Let's Play where you just upload, like, the video, like, no editing like we did back in the day, and it probably would be pretty hard to grow that way, but there are still people who do that, like, just straight up Let's Plays, like, no camera and stuff, that do well, but those are the guys that have been doing it for, like, they never stopped, you know what I mean? So, that works for them still. The DK rap video. So they're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together. All right, that's all you get. Sometimes watch the live stream VOD instead of the edit, or both. Yeah. I think something interesting that you could do is, like, you know how YouTube has memberships? I think it'd be interesting if you, like, uploaded, like, the edited video, and then for, like, members only, you could have, like, the unedited video. Like, that could be kind of cool, so people get a little bit, you know, best of both worlds type shit. Will, Larry, Tanner, and Phil. That sounds like a good group of guys. Big Chungus versus, oh, I mean, Big Chungus every time. Big Chungus beats the gorilla every time, dude. Do the Jamboree LP with the crew, Spence T. Yeah, Daniel, I mean, yeah. The Spencer Tyson dream is donezo. I remember singing that in my Whitey Tidies as a kid. Good times. I don't mind Donkey Kong's redesign. It kind of reminds me of, like, old Donkey Kong. Like, back in the day. Like, way back in the day. Like, Nintendo era Donkey Kong. Like, NES. I don't mind it. Nintendo's never been, like, big on, like, realism, you know? And they just kind of made him look more, like, cuddly. Which I guess is fine. For some reason, Facebook's recommending T as a friend suggestion to me. Interesting. Maybe you have a mutual. I feel that if it's an upcoming bid, I watch the VODs and the full edit thing when that comes out. Yeah. I mean, Tyler and I kind of did that with Wonder. What's up, Kosha? Both chats are mixed, yeah. So, like, right here, you can see a Twitch chatter, and then you got the YouTube chatter. Another Streamlabs W with the chat box. DK Jr. not who we're normally thinking. It does look like DK Jr. But isn't DK Jr. like DK? And, like, Donkey Kong, like, from Nintendo is Cranky Kong? Like, from the NES? Do the reaction buttons on YouTube Live even do anything? Yeah, I think if you, like, spam the likes, you know, it kind of helps with, like, the algorithm and shit. All right, everybody spam the likes. Became more cartoony over time. I think that's just, like, Nintendo's way of, like, making sure their games can still be optimized because they run on, like, you know, they're always a generation behind on hardware. So if they keep it more, like, cartoony versus, like, realistic, they can still make the games look good while running, like, you know, 60 FPS. Which I prefer that, like, way more than, like, hyper realistic graphics and then you're, like, capped at, like, 30 FPS. Modern DK's DK Jr. OG DK's Cranky, yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Cranky used to be that guy. We used to call each other noob. Does anybody call people noobs anymore? I feel like not really. Spamming the hearts. What's up, Jacobians? The daily shorts. We kind of just started running out of, like, good moments, you know. Twitch allow multi-chat to be displayed now. I don't know if they, like, walked back on that rule or not, but I don't give a fuck. Modern hardware, TY Nintendo. What's up, Kane? Noob is dead, sadly. What's up, Spubbles? Noob is a millennial thing? Yeah. Now, instead of calling somebody a noob, you just say they're cooked. Will Jansen be involved in future videos? I don't know. If we do future videos, if it's like online, Jansen's like kind of hard to get a hold of in that regard. My favorite LP, probably 3D World. Oh yeah, the Two Bros 1-Up DK Donkey Kong Country Let's Play is good. Everything on Two Bros 1-Up is good. IMO, that was solid content. That was a good era. Noob lives, but it's only used for YouTube shorts like clickbait. Frick. Yeah, you're right. It's like noob, pro, or noob, gamer, and then pro or some shit. The thumbnail. Is there truth that you guys always collaborated with the Runaway guys? We never collaborated with them. We did some of their tourneys. Like whenever they would go to like PAX, they would do a tourney back in the day. We were in some of the tourneys. What's up, Kyriakos? Where did Mr. Rogers' meat come from? It's just, we fucking just made it up, you know? Dude, what games are you guys excited for the Switch 2? We got, what do we got here? We got Mario Kart World coming out day 1. Jamboree expansion like 6 weeks later. What's up, Sunstar? We got 101 game collection a couple weeks after the Switch comes out. Donkey Kong Bonanza like 6 weeks after the release. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. And then like Survival Kids. And that's like it. Aang's race and Tyler thought yeah, that's a classic clip, dude. Reaching the performance increase to visual increase point that has been talked about for a while. There's still like more you can do. Like we can still get to a point where it looks hyper realistic, but then also runs like really well. Like there's still a lot we can do with like optimizing games to where they run well and also look good. A lot of companies still struggle with that. Yeah, I still play RuneScape. I have a group Iron Man account with Tyler and some other friends. But we usually play for like, I don't know, 3 months, and then we take a break for like 6 months and like do other stuff. But I've been playing RuneScape Dragon Wilds. That game was pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for them to like build up on that. My favorite video of being a YouTuber? I don't know. I don't have like a favorite video. I think I just like, you know, there's a lot of Let's Plays that we did that I hold dear. And just like the time, you know, the experience. Like I literally wouldn't be where I am today without WLTP. Mario Kart World LP with Tyler? I don't know. Mario Kart World, cool. 80s a lot. Wouldn't get it if it wasn't that cheap with a bundle. Scarlet and Violet to run at actual frame rate. Metroid was fun when you played it. Oh, you played Prime 4? Attacking Toucans, PB and Jeff, Koban Armani, Sully. I think Kobe is not doing too great right now, but I haven't played Oblivion Remastered, but I haven't really played any Elder Scrolls games, but that one looks like pretty fucking good. Like I want to play that, and I want to play Expedition 33. Like Expedition 33 is like the highest user rated game on Metacritic ever, which is insane because it's a studio of 30 people. It's their first game and they killed it. Inferno Cape. I'm kind of close to being able to try for the Inferno Cape on my Iron Man, my group Iron Man. I did watch the Mario movie. We watch it semi-regularly with the kids. I probably have seen it like 10 times. I don't think the Switch games will reach $100. I think 80 is definitely going to be the max. I'm shocked that you're married and have a child. I have 2 childs. Most Nintendo OPers aren't married and have no kids, I noticed. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean this in like the nicest way possible. Like, there's like, how do I say this? I don't even know how to say it. I think we, yeah, I don't really know how to say it, so I'm not going to. What's up, Joe? What's up, Neffy? Yeah, Nintendo was smart to bundle Mario Kart World with the Switch 2 and have it be like $50 versus $80 for the standalone game. I've never met Alpharad, no. 2 child, 1 dad. True. Mouse controls felt responsive at the showcase. Joy-Con stuck to the console really well. Gotta try out all the controllers and stuff. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, sick. What's good, Abe? Can you get your kids good enough to play so they can take Tyson Spencer's roles? That might be a while. Oh, can I get Game Pass and like, oh, you can do the Game Pass trial and play both? Ooh. But can you do that on PC? First people I ever watched on YouTube. I remember my parents telling me to stop watching you back in 2010 because I was 7. My parents didn't like your use of language. Yeah, we were pretty unhinged back then. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, Joe gets it. What's up, Shadow? Who was your main again when it came to playing Mario? Mario. When I was a kid, I had a random nightmare. I did a collab with you and got aggressively bullied and it made me sad. I'm sorry that your brain thinks of us that way for some reason. That was just the dynamic, you know, like WLTP had a good dynamic. You had me being like the kind of like the like, what's the word? Not like the bass guy, but I was like the balanced kind of guy. Tyler was like, you know, the funny guy, insanely lucky, good gamer, infectious laugh. Tyson was like the, you know, more serious competitive guy. Spencer was like the, you know, the derp. Country with no official Nintendo representative get extra pricing. Oof. My voice has never changed at all, but my face completely different than before. No negative meaning. Yeah, I think, you know, just the facial hair and stuff. And, you know, I like gained weight and shit. When I was doing WLTP, I probably weighed like 140. But now I'm 175. Yeah, it was just like it was just a dynamic you just can't replicate, you know? And that's just like who we were as people. So it just worked out perfectly. You used to have red hair? I never had red hair. It may have looked like that in like the weird lighting. Like in our first WLTP house, all of the walls were like wood paneling and shit. So when you have like light bouncing off of that, it's gonna make stuff look, you know, red. Never had like red hair. I was blonde. I had like medium blonde hair. Now it's like more brown. The Mountain Dew guys? Oh, Jordan? I don't know. We never kept up with Jordan after that first year at college. I think Jordan mostly just kind of like put up with us. He was a silly guy, but he wasn't really like super into the like same stuff as us. What's up, Joey? How did my hair change color? It just, I think most people's hairs get darker as they get older, you know? But I still have, you know, the right here for some reason, it's all blonde, and then all this is, you know, black and shit. Jordan loved Mountain Dew, dude. Hit from the south. Darker and then gray. I've got some grays like on the side. You probably can't see them because they're more like up here, but loved y'all since WLTP. Hope the squad's doing great. The squad is doing good, as far as I know. Aging sucks. Yeah. I'm 6 foot. Abe. Evan is a runner. Yeah. Evan has ran. He shares like Snapchat updates with me every day. He has run like, or he has ran like 5+ miles every day for the last like 2,500 days or something like that. Yeah, we're Nebraska football fans. It helps that we're like kind of good again, because we were not good for like a long time. How long do we live in the WRTP house? I think we only lived in the first house for a year, and then the second house for a year. And then I moved out. Tyler and I moved out, and I lived with Tyler's parents and Tyler for a while until I found my own place, and then I moved to the capital of Nebraska with Amanda. Amanda and I dated long distance for a year, I think, before we moved in together. I'm a Buffaloes guy. I'll always be a Husker at heart, but now I go for like the Bengals because I know Joe Burrow. I don't know him, but my mom was Joe Burrow's mom's like maid of honor in her wedding. So I have ties with Joe Burrow, so I gotta go for the Bengals, dude. I gotta go for Joe. He'll get a ring, dude. He'll get a ring. 7 degrees. It's literally, my Kevin Bacon number is just 1 with Joe Burrow. He had a lot of dedication, drive 2 hours every day to record. It wasn't every day. It was like once a month. I would leave Friday morning, drive 2 hours to Tyson and Spencer's place. Or I guess Tyson's place. And then we would basically just record all day Friday. Sleep for, you know, like 7 hours. Record all day Saturday. Sleep for 7 hours. Record most of the day Sunday. Then I would drive home. You're an Allen guy? Ooh. Yeah, it's exciting to see all those guys. Josh Allen and... Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, and who's the other like younger guy, like Justin Herbert? Yeah. Tyson and Spencer don't upload. They've been offline ever since they quit on WLTP. What's up, Chris? Might be the only British Pakistani WLTP viewer. I don't know. Why'd you guys live so far apart if you all went to high school together? I moved to Lincoln, which is the capital of Nebraska, which was 2 hours away from where Tyson and Spencer lived, because Amanda, you know, my now wife, she got a job at the university at Lincoln. So I moved there so she could get like a good job. Because I wanted to make sure that, like, you know, she was able to, you know, further her career and stuff. Will the Core 4 reunite? Probably not, guys. Cyprus viewer? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, true. That is a very Greek name. Singular Let's Play was my favorite to record. 3D World, hands down. That was when we were at our peak, man. Like the hype around that shit was so fun. I went back and looked at our analytics because I was talking to some friends and we were just like reminiscing. And like in the first like 2 days or something, we got 1 million views on like that first 3D World video. It's crazy. I'm not sure, Syrup. There's definitely times where I probably miss a thumbnail. I'll play the new Mario Kart. I've got some stuff cooking. That's why I haven't been streaming the last like 2 weeks or something. Well, last week Amanda was like out of town, so it was just me and the kids for a week. So I was just more like focused on taking care of them and stuff. Yeah, I've got something cooking that I think you guys will enjoy with some old friends. There's going to be a revival. Not WLTP friends, but other friends. Wouldn't it be easier to LP games now and switch to with camera and voice chat? Reunion, maybe? I mean, that's not really like the issue. We all have cameras and stuff. And we can just, you know, hop on Discord and stuff. The camera's funny, though. I pre-ordered a camera and I pre-ordered the Joy-Con wheels. I'm surprised the Joy-Con wheels were only $25 and you get 2 of them. Old friends, you mean Joe Burrow and his mom? Yes. I'm starting a channel with Joe Burrow. You made the Wii U special? The Wii U was a shit console, but it had great games. Unfortunately. The first 3D World video has more views than there were Wii U sold. No shot. Wii U sales. 13 million. It does. It has almost twice as many views as Wii U's sold globally. That's insane. Another 3D World-esque game. I bet they're gonna do... I bet the next 3D Mario is gonna be open world. If I had to guess. Can they make multiplayer work with open world? I don't know. That would be interesting. It'd be cool to have like a 3D Mario that's not, you know, like 3D World was like kind of 3D, but like it was still kind of reminiscent of like the 2D games. So it'd be very interesting if we could get like a mainstream 3D Mario that's multiplayer. That would be crazy. Do you think the videos having co-op made the videos pop off even more? Oh, 100%. We were like the only like consistent like 4-player channel for Nintendo stuff. Who ordered the chicken burger? Do you like doing a lot of collabs with other people when it comes to streaming or LPs? Yeah, I prefer like playing games with other people. It's really hard for me to sit down and just play a game by myself. And I'm probably just trained that way because, you know, we did WLTP for so long. So I pretty much exclusively only played games with people for such a long time that like it's hard for me to just play one by myself anymore. More than GameCube sold. Yeah, the Wii U was just did not do well. They just didn't market it right. I think the Wii aged well. The Wii has some banger games, and like the tech was really innovative at the time. Joe Burrow stuff's so cool. I'm a diehard Bengals fan. It was rough before Burrow, yeah. Y'all's most popular live stream is almost as much views as the Wii U sold. Yeah, it's insane. I don't know why. That's still like to this day that Mario Wii live stream is like it's like our most viewed video every month. like consistently. It gets like, let's see. It gets like 200 views a day. So like 5-6K views a month. Like every month. Since we did it, basically. Open world Marios, they'd have to do it right. One big world, bunch of smaller goals. Probably just feel like a slower version of having specific levels. Yeah, I kind of wonder if they'll do something like Bowser's Fury. My favorite game, Mario Sunshine, just for fun. I speedran Mario Sunshine back in like, I don't know, 2014 or something. Half of those are mine. Kirikos is just watching. She's just got the new Super Mario Bros. Wii stream on repeat. All day, every day. What would your views for the next 3D Mario? Yeah, like I said, I think they'll do like open world. Maybe have it progressively like unlock as you do certain things, kind of like Bowser's Fury. The Wii is almost obsolete. Yeah, we just don't have like, we don't have like Twilight Princess. Do we? Is Twilight Princess on Switch? Wind Waker's not on the Switch. So Wind Waker's like the only thing, right? Wind Waker HD. Guys, Wii U LPs was better marketing than Nintendo themselves. I know, right? And then they fucking, you know, demonetized us and took all of our money from it. Bastards. Favorite Pokemon generation? 2. How do you look back personally on the past era of WLTP? I mean, there's regrets, right? Like, there's definitely... We could have did a lot more. Like, if we all just... I don't know. I think everybody kind of had their own, like, egos in a way. I think it was more me and Tyson kind of had, like, our own egos in a way. Just because when we were younger and stuff. And then... I don't know. I don't really like looking back on it and being like, you know, what could we have done different, all that stuff, because it was all just a learning experience, you know what I mean? Like, when we started YouTube, you couldn't even make money on YouTube, you know? Like, we were, like, figuring all that shit out on our own. And now content creators have, like, you know, all the information ever to, like, do what they need to do to succeed and stuff, as long as they put their mind to it. Like, we were recording with like a little fucking camera and like editing it in Windows Movie Maker, you know? And now you have AI that can like do everything for you basically, and capture cards and, you know, microphones and all this shit that we didn't have back then. Yeah, I saw the Alarmio alarm clock. Yeah, it's gonna be on GameCube Switch Online, but it's not HD. The HD version had a lot of like good QOL. Game show where you participate with fans, trivia on the channel. Dude, you guys would know way more trivia than me. Only Skyward Sword is on Switch? That's what I was thinking of, yeah. So yeah, we still have Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, and then that's pretty much it for like the Wii U. They took y'all's money, yeah. They claimed our 3D World videos, so we didn't make any money from those 20 million views. Or, you know, collectively, like what, 100 million, 50 million maybe? That's like 100 grand. With the CPMs back in the day. Do I still talk to your friends from 10-ish ago? Which ones, Ronnie? I didn't keep up with anyone. Well, I mean, I keep in touch with Evan, and that's it. I didn't make a lot of friends in college because I was too focused on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the dynamic was good. Yeah, like, Tyson got salty, and yeah, I was, like, controlling, but it was a good dynamic. But I've always been, like, the entrepreneur kind of guy. So, like, I tried to make it work, but maybe I tried too hard, you know? Just want to say I watched your vids back when I was 11. Now I'm 21. You guys were legends. Love the SMB modded Smash. Thanks, Nifum. Glad we could make the content, man. What's up, all guys? Dude, I hope they do 4 swords on Switch Online, like the GameCube. Not like the Game Boy version, like, you know, the GameCube version. Because I feel like there's so many people who never got to experience like 4-player 4 swords. That game is goated. What's up, Turbo? Yeah, thanks for everybody who like still watches videos and stuff. Like, we still make okay money from WLTP, and it definitely helps out a lot. Like, it's an extra like 500 to like $1,000 for Tyler and I every month. That's like groceries, man. What's up, Zess? Yeah. Tonight, Zessive. Tonight. Right? Tonight? Tyson, Spencer, and Tyler? I don't talk to Tyson and Spencer anymore. I talk to Tyler every day. Zessive is everywhere, bro. How'd you do bits with Sully in your squad at the time? What do you mean, Abe? What's up, Zinfo? Ooh, we got some RuneScape going on right now. Crazy Cattle 3D. I have no idea what that is. Would you relive WRTP all over again? I don't know. That's a hard question. Am I reliving it, or is everybody else reliving it too? Or is it just me going back? If everybody goes back, maybe I would do it again. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. Dude, WLTP like indirectly, like, you know, made me like meet my wife and have my kids, you know? That's like a dozen eggs. And I would never do anything to like potentially change the future of like having my kids. $1,000, 1 dozen eggs. Game Boy 4 Swords is online, yeah. They have to do the GameCube version. Sucks you aren't close to Tyson Spencer. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everybody, you know, life happens. Everyone's kind of focusing on their own thing. It's hard, man. Like, as you grow up, dude, like, you keep a couple friends. What's up, Chronica? 27? Did we ever fall out back in the day over one of your playthroughs? Not over a playthrough, no. There's definitely some games that were like hard to get through, but it's not because of like us. It was just because like the games were either like really annoying to record or stuff like that. But how did I manage 2 collab channels at the same time? I mean, like I said, for WLTP, we would record like 3 days out of the month, and we would record like a month's worth of stuff, so it was pretty easy to like do other shit in the meantime. Being a dad's great. It's the most challenging thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. What's up, Crispy? Run the new Donkey Kong game together. I'm definitely going to be streaming the new Donkey Kong game. I'm probably going to try speedrunning it, so I'll probably play it a lot on stream. Some of you guys don't know, I speedran Mario Odyssey when it came out, like 8 hours a day, and I had world record for a bit, and it was like the most speedran game like ever at the time, so it'd be cool to do that with Donkey Kong again. Growing up sucks in a lot of ways. Facts. Do I miss them? Of course. I miss Tyson and Spencer and, you know, just all the good times. There's nothing like living in a house with your boys and just like, you know, making content for a living by playing video games. Like, can't really ask for anything better. Dude, the GameCube was goated. That's surprising it like didn't sell well either. It's weird. GameCube had so many good games too. I don't think so. ZM. I don't think everybody would come back together one more time. Go back to the name We Like to Pray. How did I meet my wife? Through Purple Rodri. Purple Rodri worked at a Subway with a girl who was friends with my wife through like the graduate program in Florida at UCF. And they were like all hanging out and they were watching like a Crew Hub video, and then like Amanda made a comment that I was cute or something. It was like when we went to Universal. You guys remember that Crew Hub video? It was when we went to Universal, and then she made a comment that I was cute, and then Rod hit me up and he's like, yo, this girl thinks you're cute. You should add her on Facebook. And I was like, okay. And I had just gotten out of a relationship. So we started talking, talked for a month, went to Florida to meet her, hung out in Florida for a weekend. Then we drove up to South Carolina, which is where she lived, for like another week after that. And then we were, if you guys know like the game like Ring of Fire or like King's Cup, we were playing that, but with like on like a Jenga tower. So like the rules were written on Jenga blocks. So, you know, the rules are like, there's like 2 is like you, so you pick somebody to like take a drink. 3 is me, so you have to take a drink. If we're talking about like the card game version. And then there's like 8 is like date, so you pick somebody else to drink with you every time you drink. But we were playing the Jenga version, so like all the rules were written on Jenga blocks. So you pull out the block, and then like whatever the rule is written on the block, you would just do that. So it's essentially like the card game, but with Jenga blocks, right? And so we were playing that, and this is after, you know, we've been talking for a month, and then I saw her in Florida, then we saw her in South Carolina. So we were just like having a party, like having a good time. And then so I took the Jenga blocks, because it was just like me and her sitting there after the game like finished. Like somebody knocked over the tower, so I took like the me block and the you block and then the date block, and so it was like me, you, date. And so I like put those like kind of together and like slid them over to her, and that's how we started dating. Then we dated for a year, long distance. I went and saw her pretty much every month. And then she moved in, and that's when I moved out of the WLTP house. And then we got married like 3 years later. And then like 4 years later, had our daughter. And then 2 years after that, had our son. And here we are 3 years after that. What happened to Purple Rodri? I don't know, he just stopped, but I'm hearing through the grapevine that there might be a comeback. Tyson, Spencer, and I are married. Tyler's engaged. The best at Pyramid Plunder? You can't really be good at Pyramid Plunder, right? You just fucking throw on a serpent helm and just spam coffins until you get the scepter. When did you know you wanted to marry her? I don't know, maybe like a year or two after we started dating. Was I worried about being rejected? No. I knew it was locked in. I knew I had her locked in, boys. Didn't you ever make a skit with someone? Could have swore you did. Yeah, we did some skits on the Crew Hub. I haven't played Morrowind. Which one is that? Is that 3? Been fun? See ya, Kirikos. Yeah, I've never played any of the Elder Scrolls games. I do want to try to play Oblivion at some point, but I always have a lot of shit to do, and like I said, it's hard to just sit down by myself and play a game, but... Crescendo? Dude, I have Riz. I don't know if I have Riz anymore, but I had Riz. Long distance relationships, currently in one. I would just like when I was in a long distance relationship, I like made sure that we saw each other like every month, but it was easy for me because like, you know, YouTube was my job. I could record a month's worth of content and then I would be like free, so I would just go visit her like once a month for like a week. And she saw the work, so I would just like chill in her house and like play games, and then she'd come home and we would go out to dinner, watch a movie, or just chill. Jansen is I believe he is a psychologist for a high school. Jansen and I live in the same city. I see Jansen every week now. We go to the gym every Monday, so I'll see him today. How'd you meet the original crew, like Tyler and Jansen? We all met in kindergarten. We all lived in the same little town. The town we grew up in had like 2,000 people. It was like a, you know, one stoplight sort of town in the middle of a cornfield, basically. So we all met you know, there was only one school. Like, there was just one school. We had our, you know, you had your elementary school. So like kindergarten through 3rd grade, and then we had our middle school, so 4th grade through 8th grade, and then we had our high school, 9th grade through 12th grade. So yeah, I mean, we all just grew up together. Considered celebrities in that town? I don't think so. I don't think anybody... There's like a few people who knew that we even did YouTube. And we really didn't... Like, we started YouTube in 2009, so like when we were seniors. Like, we were 6 months away from graduating when we even started YouTube, so... No, we grew up in Nebraska. Been friends for 30 years. Fuck. That's insane. The Beatles of co-op LPs, no cap. That's a high title. Later, Crispy. Would you and the boys study in college? Tyson studied like computer science. Tyson and I both did computer science like the first semester or something, 2 semesters. And then I think Tyson switched to something else. I don't remember what exactly. Spencer, I think, did car stuff. I think Tyler just did like, I don't even know if Tyler had a major. I think he just did like gen eds, but Tyler and I only went to college for like a year. I did computer science for like 2 semesters, and then I did like exercise science and like biomechanics and shit like that for a semester, and then I dropped out. Whose idea was to start WLTP? I think it was just Tyler and I's. Both of our ideas. A couple months from graduating. Congrats. Small high school, is there popularity hierarchies like at schools with 700 people? In small school, high schools, there are popularity hierarchies. Like we had, yeah, I mean, we had, not really, honestly. Like you had, there was like, you know, the druggies, we would call them, like all the kids who were like basically like smoking weed. But even then there was like, that was like maybe 10 people. And then everybody else just kind of chilled. Like, I wouldn't say that there was like a huge gap in like popularity. Like, but again, when you think about it, like we all like literally grew up together, like the same group of kids. Like my graduating class was like less than 70 people. And my whole high school had like 200 people. But yeah, we were all just friends because we all just knew each other since we were like fucking babies. There was never any fights. Like I never saw a fight. There weren't really cliques, no. Your graduating class was 700 people. Yeah, that's half of the population of my entire town I grew up in. What's up, R-who? I was 8 with horrible English when I started watching. Now I'm 22 with passable at best English. Hey, thanks for watching, man. What's up, Avatar? What's up? What's up? Suburban neighborhoods? Yeah, there were no suburbs. I could walk across our whole town in 10 minutes. 2,000 students, your entire town in one building? Yeah, that's crazy. I really value the fact that I grew up like where I did, like not having to, I don't know, it was nice just like living in a small town, you know. Hard going from small town Nebraska to big city Nebraska for uni? No, I didn't even go to the big city. Like I went to you know, the town that was like 30 miles north of us, 20 miles north of us, and that had like 20k people. So even the university was like not big, but no, it wasn't hard. Baja Blast freeze for $1? Nice. How much has your old town grown in population? I don't know. Let's see. I don't think it's really grown at all. So when I lived there, okay, yeah, so it was like 3,000 when I lived there, and it's 3,100 now. It was 3,000 in 2000. It dropped down to 2,800 in 2009 when we started YouTube, and then it's up to 3,100. So it hasn't really grown at all. Are you ever gonna do mini games on Wii Party U? Probably not. Big city Nebraska feels like an oxymoron. Yeah. Do I ever get recognized? When I go to events, sometimes, yeah. When I go to like TwitchCon or like GDQs or stuff like that. I usually get like a suite when I go to GDQs. And so like my room is usually like the big like party room. And there will be kids who are like, you know, just starting their speedrunning career, their Twitch career, you know, they're like in their early 20s and shit, and then they'll realize who I am, be like, I watched you back in the day when I was like 10. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to do in Nebraska. Nope. You got bars, you got some like sports, and that's pretty much it. Advice for people looking to start streaming speedrunning? Just do it, you know, like just find a game you enjoy and just do it. Focus on like being entertaining. Like don't just sit there and like say nothing. Like even if you have no viewers, which you will have no viewers like when you start, but if you're just sitting there not saying anything because you don't have any viewers, when people do find your stream and they come in and you're not talking, they're not going to stick around. So have I watched DBZ? Yes, dude. Dude, I watched DBZ like when it came out, you know? Like you're watching Goku transform into Super Saiyan to fight Frieza, and then you have to wait a week to see the next episode. I just finished DB Daima like literally today. That shit was peak. Clown-free cornfields? Oh, there's always clowns in Nebraska, dude. Yeah, just get a decent mic. You don't even need a camera. Just get a decent mic and just try to be entertaining. And try to stream, you know, a couple hours every day if you can. Watch any anime. No, Daima is like the first anime I've watched in a long time. Wait a week and he's still transforming? Yeah. You had to wait a month for Goku to go Super Saiyan, bro, back in the day. New horror movie, Clown in a Cornfield? Oh shit. I gotta watch that. Pretty much only Tyler played League. What's up, Unison? My day's good. I was working. This stream was just like a test stream. I wanted to test out like the new vertical streaming shit on YouTube that we put out today at Streamlabs. So this was more like a test to see how it goes. Do I like Terraria? Terraria is probably like my top 3 like most played game ever. I have like thousands of hours in that game with like mods and stuff. I'm glad we could give you that nostalgia, Coco. I gotta hop off here in a couple minutes, guys. I have a meeting, probably like a marketing meeting. But I will say it one more time. There's something in the works with some old friends. Not the WLTP friends, but other friends. I won't say who. But if you know the lore, you might be able to figure it out. Launching potentially this week. I'd be down to do a Terraria stream. There's always some like good mods to do. I kind of wanted to do a Calamity. There's like a new mod in Calamity that's like, I forget what it's called. It's like harder than like the death mode. I forget what it's called, but I wanted to stream like a melee only playthrough of that. Neil Pionk? I've never heard of that guy, no. Mark and Brian? It's not Mark and Brian. Some old YouTube friends. We're gonna give it one more shot. That's all I'm gonna say. We've all have learned and grown. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Dude, this playlist is good. Grown men gaming, hell yeah. How do you meet new friends when you get older? I haven't really met any new friends. There's like a couple like people that we've met through like our kids, you know, because like, you know, our kids go to the same daycare, but it's like they're all normies, you know. A lot of them are older too. Like I think I'm probably like the youngest parent at our daycare. But like Billy is like insanely popular. Like everybody always wants, like everybody loves Billy, so she gets invited to all the birthday parties and shit. So I don't really make friends. Maybe once my kids are older and Amanda and I can like go out more. Amanda and I have only like gone on like a date night probably 5 times in the last 5 years, because we don't have anybody to like watch our kids. Like we don't have any family that live near us. And you know, if you want to get a babysitter, that's like $100 to go out to dinner. you know? So, I don't really meet anybody right now, but maybe in the future. All right, guys, I gotta hop off. I got a meeting in a minute. Thanks for chilling. Like I said, I just wanted to do this little test to see how things were going. It looked like it went pretty well. I don't know if the shorts is going to be worth like streaming on, but like maybe if I'm actually playing a game, it's worth. But we'll see. Sully Pones. Oh, you guys might be onto something, dude. All right, guys. Take care. I'll get back to streaming again consistently now. Like I said last week, I had the kids all to myself. Amanda was gone, so I'll have more time to focus on stream stuff again. We'll probably finish up the Super Mario Mon stuff and then get back into what I was planning on doing, Minecraft and all that shit. So thanks for chilling, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. How do I end the stream when the button says go live? And I'm technically live. I'm just going to close Streamlabs and hope it just fucking stops. All right, bye.